Okay, thank you. Hello together. Welcome to the presentation of Group ES 2020-04, topic Scaled Application of 3D Printing Supporting the Society. Those who were present at my presentation last Monday, 2 days ago, may remember me. My name is Jan Schieverling from Deutsche Telekom University Leipzig, Germany. Today, I want to present our startup, the multi-service 3D printing company. At the beginning, I want to tell about the key facts about our company. And after that, I want to share the BMC business model canvas to give you an overview of the main activities of our startup. And finally, we look together at the contribution of 3D printers in the framework of Agenda 2030 Sustainable Goals. Okay, at the beginning, let's start with the key facts. Multi-service 3D printing company, get the facts. And I'm sure a lot of participants know and will agree with me. The spare part business is often an essential element of the corporate strategy to increase profits. That's not, it's clear, I think. Often the production costs are much less than the sale price. The startup multi-service printing company enables affordable 3D print solutions without buying an expensive 3D printer. The main business is to create 3D models and to recreate the second piece. Also is the startup supplier of 3D printers. The main targets are to reach affordable and approachable 3D printing for every social class. And yes, of course, for the most people are 3D printing something new at the moment. Not everyone can afford an own 3D printer. One big ecological advantage is that products may not need to be replaced. Here, replace in the meaning of dispose and completely if individual plastic parts are broken and the manufacturer no longer produce spare parts, for example. Another ecological advantage is that we plan to use recycled plastic. In the 3D printer segment, you speak about filament, or PLA for recycled plastic. How do we want to achieve this? Here's an example you can see on the picture. A broken plastic part. The customer identified a broken spare part. The spare part is not available for the customer. The price is too high, or the manufacturer do not longer produce spare parts for this product, and the customer wants to replace it. And at first, the customer send the broken part to us, with the send-in service. We create a 3D image of the broken part and send it to the customer with the offer. And the customer can, like in this picture, can change the quantity and color, for example, or the quality of material of the products, and can say, okay, one step further, white is not my favorite color. I want blue, for example, and can buy the blue one. And our job of the startup is done. Then finally, we create the part and send it to the customer. To make it more clearly, let's take a look at the BMC business model canvas. At the bottom, you can see 3 different levels. Level player in the meaning of to establishing our startup for basic activities, and the main two customer targets. The yellow one is the self-printing customer, and the green one is the printing as a service segment. On the right side, you see customer segments. Green one are household, small business owners, and hobbyists. And for the self-printing customer segment, big business companies, technical interest people. How do we get in contact with these people, customers, clients? For both peer-to-peer social media and for the knowledge customer, we have design assistants. The channels are mail order business, and for example, maybe branch officer will think about it if it's necessary. and online shop to generate shipping labels, online shop catalog with 3D printers. Our value propositions are individual redesign, 3D models of redesign, bonus program to get the not frequent users, clients to our company. For the self-printing customer, cheap 3D printers and maintenance service for the printers at all. Key activities, 3D prints, 3D printer resales, and delivery service to the customers. Key resources are 3D printer experts for the acknowledgement of the product, office space, and raw materials equipment. Key partners are 3D printer manufacturers, business partners, especially for marketing, advertising, Facebook, Google, banks for the financial aspects, and the delivery service to establish the send-in service and the mail to the customers. Our cost structure are separated in two sectors: variable and fixed cost. Variable costs are material costs, transportation costs, marketing costs. Fixed costs are our bronze office, maybe, warehouse, personal cost, and equipment. Our two main revenue streams are the 3D printer resale margin, for example, mostly, and for the printing as a service customer, the 3D print service in several qualities stages. At first, 2030 agenda for sustainable development, here especially the contribution of 3D printers. At first, 3D printers are not problem solvers generally. It depends on the project in which they are used. The cover may go for the cover face shield, face mask, not only because on the COVID-19 pandemic. And second picture here for a spare part, as I have already mentioned, or repair then throw away. Yes, of course, we live in a dispose society. Many people ask themselves, why should I repair when I can buy a new unit, a new part completely cheaply? And finally, the medical sector with focus on developing countries. At the moment, general information, at the moment, 3D printers application are not suitable for the general market. You need IT know-how, you need the software, you need the hardware, and for example, you need the space. In the picture which I show at the moment, you can see a smaller 3D printer, but when you go into the business sector, you need more and more space for professional 3D printers. But the user friendliness will increase in the future more and more, of course. In the future, we will be able to make a virtual model of your broken objects by yourself with your smartphone camera, like Apple project with LiDAR. It's called LiDAR. And you can take a picture with your smartphone camera and you have a 3D model. And so our send-in service will be cancelled or not be useful in this way. But you do not need a own 3D printer in this area. And after that, you have taken the picture. You can buy this part, first further design the part, buy the part, and maybe next business day, you have the spare part in your mailbox. It's really simple. I'm sure there's a market of the future, and this is what our startup should achieve. Yes, I'm at the ending of my presentation. I would like to thank you and do not hesitate if there are any questions. And now we can start the open discussion. Back to operator Peter. Thank you.